Hey there everybody and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, back from more Age of Wonders 4 this week. Wanted to thank you guys in the comments. Those who posted had some good pieces of feedback, and I'm going to combine a few of them to, I think, hopefully get Bram out of the little predicament he has found himself in. Yeah, let's just jump right into that. This is kind of where we left off last episode. Bram's army got jumped by a big army from Yellow. They fought off 2 stacks plus a little bit extra in a 3rd stack. And now they've got 4 stacks starting to surround them, and they're already weak. I need to figure out a way to get them out of here. Now, there's a few different options. Talked about this a little bit in the last episode, but one is to just flee over the mountains, in which case, yeah, I could probably get away. It's the safest option, but it's also by far the most time-consuming, because I would have to get all the way across and then get that road and probably go north, and there's no guarantee that Yellow wouldn't just follow me and cut me off. Another option that was suggested by Monday 500 was to move at these units, probably pick a fight with them on this turn. I would assume that's probably what I would want to do. That way I'm taking a stack of 2 and ending my turn on, like, have one of my armies end their turn on the tunnel entrance, so they're kind of guarding it. And that way I'm fighting 2 stacks and then potentially 2 stacks in a follow-up battle. In fact, almost certainly 2 stacks in a follow-up battle. But then I could, I could Blizzard one of them. Sarah Feingold did mention remembering to use Blizzard on one of these stacks. So I'm definitely going to do that regardless of what situation I do. So that's another option for Monday. I think that's a good idea because then you fight the 2 stacks. You keep a unit on the cave entrance to keep them from swarming up that entrance. The only problem I have with this strategy is the little unknown factor here of what will these guys do. Now, right now, I have to remember these guys aren't technically aligned with anyone as far as I know, although I'm having trouble actually bringing up, because it wants to bring up the siege, and I want to see, like, the diplomacy. In fact, I should have probably checked that before starting this, but I don't think they're actually aligned with anyone. Let me double check that. This is Searspire, Erudite Orcs. They, I think, have allegiance with purple. Basically, I don't want them to attack me, because if these guys run in and decide my army's weak enough and I'm in their territory and they want to try to pick a fight with me, I think they might do that. It's hard. I don't know for certain if the AI will do that or if they'll just sit on their city and defend it, because it is fully sieged. So they might stay on their city and try to defend it. If I do this, they won't get drawn into the battle. So that's still, I think, an option. I think they will probably sit and... No, actually, that's not necessarily true. Sometimes they do run out and attack you. Basically, I'm worried about these guys running out and attacking me, but I don't think they'll do that if I'm outside of the borders, as long as they aren't sending a raiding party after me. Which leads me to my last option, and this is one that Chris Lighthawk reminded me a few episodes ago, is to remember to build roads as you move. What I could do is build a road along the edge of this mountain here, and use it to kind of build my way out of this situation. The plus side of this is that it keeps me away from these armies, and it guarantees these guys won't attack me, because it keeps me out of their territory. The one downside is that if Yellow has more stuff in that tunnel, it could pop out and potentially reach me. But these 2 armies by themselves probably can't do much to me. The other thing is I don't know for sure that Yellow doesn't have more units in the Fog of War up here. They might. I don't have Jormag here to have true sight and long vision range and really scout it out. So each option has advantages and disadvantages. Again, the safest is retreat over the mountains, but it'll take forever to get back into the fight. The middle ground, the kind of more aggressive option is to go after these 2 stacks and end the turn with some units sitting on the cave entrance, but then I risk being attacked by these guys, who I think could reach me? Actually, no, they couldn't. If I positioned my units right, they wouldn't be able to reach me. That's actually an interesting point, but it does still leave the threat of things coming out of the cave entrance. You know, I actually thought I knew exactly what I was going to do before doing this, before starting this recording, and now I'm kind of questioning it a little bit. I'm beginning to think maybe Bram's army Maybe it actually is the right decision to just sort of go for it. How far can this archer make it? She could make it there, which is the same distance that Bram's group can reach. And then if these guys could get here, they can technically initiate the battle but they wouldn't be able to move back onto the tile as part of the problem. Bram could. These guys could actually initiate the battle from here, and Bram could end his army stack on the tile. I could add the archer to it. But would that guarantee that I'm out of range of these guys? I think it would. I think it would, unless they're smart enough to split off that Tyrant Knight to initiate the battle. I don't know for sure if they'll do that or not. Because unfortunately they do have a Tyrant Knight in this stack, and he's got enough movement by himself to be able to reach extra far out. Oh, it's just a question of how smart do I think the AI is going to be in this particular situation, and there's just not really a good way of knowing. What have we got that we'd have to fight here? We'd have to fight 2 Inquisitors. I'm mostly concerned about the tier 2s and tier 3s. So there's 2 Inquisitors, they've got a few Daylight Spears, I could handle those, and then a couple Awakeners. It's not really anything compared to what I just fought in the last battle. You know what? Prior to doing this, I was pretty sure that I was going to take the safe route and try to build a road north. But looking at this again, I think I'm going to chance it and try to just blast straight through these guys, because then that also knocks out another army and potentially blocks the cave entrance. And I think blocking that cave entrance is pretty important to me. I just really hope these guys don't come running out and attack Bram's army. But if they were going to do that, I think they would have done it on the last turn, because I left these guys in their borders. So they could have run out after me, but they didn't. Alright, we're gonna take the more risky option here. I really hope I don't regret this later. Sorry for the long intro on this, but I kind of just had a change of heart in the middle of that whole discussion about how I was going to do this. We're going to go with Mord's option. I do want to shout out to the Seraphine Gold for reminding me to use Blizzard, which I'm going to use on... I'm going to use that this turn regardless. So I'm going to go ahead and use that on the army with the Awakeners, which... Let me double check to make sure I had the right one. Cancel that for a second. Close. I think it was the... Yeah, it was the more southwestern one. Okay. Let's drop Blizzard on them. That way, regardless of how this shakes out, we at least have that army a little bit injured and a little bit lower status resistance. If these guys catch up to me, it's not the worst thing in the world either, because they have just a lot of tier 1 units. The Tyrant Knight is like the one big scary thing here. And then the Awakener. But other than that, they're not really... They don't strike me as a huge threat. Alright, we're going for it. Bram's got to fight his way out of here, so I'm going to put his army on the cave entrance, despite the fact that they're weak, and I know this is a risk. And then I'm going to move them up here, and we'll end the turn on these 2 tiles. Let's just do that now, and start this episode off with a little action. Oop, uh-oh. I think I messed something up there. Oh, I did. Okay, can I still make this work? I don't think I can. Oh, wait, yeah, I can. Because it doesn't matter where she's at, really. Yes, I am still okay. That was kind of a dumb move. But I can still make this work, I think. Because if I send that archer there... Bram's army still goes to the cave entrance. Then what I'll do is bring these guys around, but I'm going to drop one in Bram's stack. Probably one of the witches, I think. Yeah. I'm going to drop the higher ranked witch into Bram's stack. I want the more powerful stack on the cave entrance. We can do it this way. It says it's a risky battle. Wait, why did it... Oh, now I might be in trouble. Oh, man. They're still technically out of range, but I think the Tyrant Knight will initiate the fight. I thought they could move all the way to initiate that battle. I think I may have done this in the wrong order. I think I moved Bram's army onto the cave entrance, and then they, like, diverted around it. Is that a fertile plains road movement? Hang on. Fertile plains road. Yeah, oh, man. I might have screwed this up. Just being clumsy with the movement. I think those stacks are going to come after me now. Alright, we got to try to get... Bram's army's just going to have to fight their way through this. This is going to end the siege, unfortunately. Do I have another fast unit that could handle this? The Inquisitor could. Let's just do it with the Inquisitor and just leave the siege status active. That might convince them to stay in their city if I do it this way. Alright, we'll have to do manual. Oh, I goofed it up. No matter how well I thought about it, I kind of still goofed up the unit movement, and I might pay for that on the next turn. We'll see. If maybe I can do enough damage to yellow, maybe it'll scare them off. I have Flash Freeze available on the next turn, which is a much better spell, but I don't know how well if I'm going to be able to make much good use of it. Alright, we gotta get some healing down on our poor wounded berserkers. In fact, on all of our poor wounded units. So let's focus on arranging that first. Also, I don't think I want him to take... I don't think that actually triggers unless... I don't want him to get triggered, but I think it has to move from above 33% to below. It's not just like if he takes a hit while it's below 33%. Because I don't want them to like hit him with a spell, trigger rage, and he goes charging in. I don't think it works that way, but I guess we'll find out. I want to group these units up so that the war shamans can drop healing on both groups. Yeah, we'll move. Actually, I guess they could do that regardless, as long as they're in their range, because the war shamans themselves don't actually need the healing. Okay, so let's get anyone who's wounded, and then basically just anyone else who could benefit from it in range. I'm gonna sneeze. Alright, I muted my mic, so hopefully you guys didn't have to just get your eardrums blown up there. Okay, yes, I can do this. The archer can reach here. And then I can make a kind of circle like this. And then just for good measure, we'll throw this guy over here. And then I can drop nice group healing on everybody there. And I think, can you reach? Yes, just barely. Good. These guys, those war shamans, are just so absolutely necessary. You know, I think I'm good to just kind of go straight head-on fight here. I think I've got the advantage. I think my units are better. Alright, let's let them come to me. And also got to remember, a big part of my overall combat strategy is focused on the morale. I can break morale quickly. I can get my morale high. Alright, I think Bram has an AoE that I just picked up last time. Frost Evocation. Okay, so he's got the whole... Yeah, that's right. I got him set up with the whole... He can basically do what Jormag does. With the whole cloud in a bottle, then followed up by Frost Evocation thing. which I think I'm going to do on that big group up there. Although I kind of want to do it on these guys. Cloud in a Bottle has basically the same range, except it can be used at a distance, whereas Frost Evocation is effectively like a Dragon Cone attack. Do I want to go down and try to go... I think I want to go down, because this army is the one that I hit with Blizzard earlier. So they're all far more likely to be frozen, which means that I want to... Yeah, I want to do it this way. Alright, Bram. We can do the Cloud in a Bottle, and you can hit all of that right there, I think, is what I want to do. Yeah. Now, can he get into a position where he can hit? So if I move forward 2, he could hit almost... He could hit 4 of them. I wouldn't get the Evoker in the back. This is a little risky. But I can bring up other units to try to freeze the ones that he can't freeze. We're just going to kind of YOLO it with Bram. This could be a mistake. Oops. Definitely want to use this. Frozen, 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 frozen. All right, 4 freezes there. Now, if I could freeze that one in the back, that would be really handy. I'm going to move her up here. I think I can reach. No, I can't quite reach. Well, in that case, let's freeze the spear guy so that he's not stabbing Bram in the back. And then we'll just kind of go after that spear really fast. Try to kill him before the other units can show up and help this army. Yeah, let's do that. She's going to drop her AoE spell on me. I don't think I can avoid that unless I use the freeze spell on her, which actually I probably will. Okay, let's, yes, under that guy's defense a bit. He can't really do anything other than shield friendlies right now, so that's what he's going to do. We'll have him move here, I think. Kind of keep the evokers sort of behind him in like a safer area for the White Witches. And then they can just help with... See, they could charge in, but that's fine. I've got regeneration active. I want... Let's see, I want you here, benefiting from... You know, how about the Lucky Clovers? Yeah, you can sit right there. You can benefit from the guy's shields. Archer in back can shoot. Yeah, like that. And then just move the mages up. And then I just want her a little bit further back and kind of out of the way. She's going to help with this situation over here. All right, Archer, go ahead and take a shot. Just go ahead and do damage since I don't really need another freeze there. One place I do need a freeze is going to be you. Can I land to 66%? Got it. All right, that whole army frozen solid in a single turn. I absolutely love this build. It's so much fun. And then we'll just do tiny little bits of damage. You can defend. I think that's, yeah, that's the end of my turn. Still says I have units that can act, but normally that's just because somebody has movement left over and they're not in defense mode. Alright, and these are their tier 1 Dawn Defenders, so they're not too scary. Yeah, that army up there kind of sucks. I think that it's going to get wrecked. Although they did stun somebody. Who did they stun, and how? Okay. So I think they stunned my berserkers, although I'm not entirely certain how they did it. Unless... Oh, wait, I think some of these might be inquisitors. Yeah, okay, never mind. They have an inquisitor. That's how they did it. I was thinking these were like my skirmisher units, and they're not like my skirmisher units. Okay. Those units were all frozen on the last turn, but they are back and ready to fight on this turn, so we have to be able to deal with that. The Inquisitor can probably kill that Daylight Spear, but that's going to do a lot of damage with the first strike. We're going to take I think I already know what I want the archer to do. I want the archer to slow those guys down and do some decent damage to them. Actually, you know what? Freezing that group again might be best. Let's see. He is stunned. I can't help him right now. I think, actually, yeah, freezing the daylight spear is probably good. Then I don't have to deal with first strike. And it's 100% chance, so I kind of may as well. Alright, with him frozen, I can basically just wreck him with the Inquisitor, and I think that's what I want to do. It's going to be either that or trying to stun one of those units in the back there. I actually think I might spend more time focusing on this army for a moment. And just try to spread these units out that were down here. I do need to land a freeze on this guy. That would be handy. Or kill him. Yeah, killing him actually works fine. Let's do that. Because that frees up Bram. And we need Bram to be able to do stuff like summon an elemental right here, which looks like a good spot for one. Ooh, I got the water one. Deals damage and pushes units away in a 4-hex cone. Ooh, fun. I don't really want to push them further away, but... Hang on. What about just attacking this spear? They do a lot of damage, but it might also goad them into... That might also goad them into attacking this guy and trying to kill it, even though it's not the best long-term option for them. Okay, if I move up here, I could shield bash that guy and probably stun him. That would prevent him from just laying into the Berserker on the next turn, which is probably a good thing to do. Archers could finish off the Daylight Spear. Yeah, I don't want him landing a ton of free hits on that Berserker. That Berserker's already going to take enough damage as it is, so I think I'm going to try to freeze him. Or no, I'm going to try to stun him. Because that still leaves... Yeah, this is a good move because it leaves shield guy... Oh, wait, hang on. I want to make sure I... Yeah, because I'm going to need to use her to freeze something. So unless one of these guys can take out that Daylight Spear... Which they can't. They would be better off trying to poison something with more health. I'm going to use the archer to do that. Then I'll move him up. And shield bash here. Hopefully land that stun. No, they resisted that. Dang. Okay. In that case, I might have to use a witch, or one of the white witches to deal with that. I've got a pretty good chance to poison that guy. I probably will go ahead and do that. Okay, that lets me kind of like, he can sort of drain health over time. And I wouldn't mind dealing some damage to him. This will cancel his retaliation. Should generally be attacking with those berserkers whenever it's possible. I'm going to move this person up here and defend, because I think I don't want one of them landing a big AoE right in the middle of this group right now. And this will help protect from that. So we're just going to defend with you. You're going to attack this guy to cancel his retaliation and sunder his defense, but more importantly, lower their unit count. So they do a little bit less damage. Now who's left? The Tide Spirit. I still have a Fury left. Where... Oh, good gosh. Oh, man. I forgot about her. That's another one where I know you guys were yelling at your monitors, trying to remind me, but it doesn't work that way, I'm afraid. You can't fix stupid, guys. You just can't. Alright, she can get 3 hits on anything, or she could try to freeze something. Either one in this case might be good, because landing 3 hits on that guy would lower his damage output, and I am a little worried about that Berserker right now. Alternatively, I could just freeze him, but there's only a 66% chance of that working. Another option is to go over here and try to freeze one of these guys, which would prevent them from using their AoE. I think I know what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna Tide Spirit this, because that pushes all of them away. It also makes them wet. And then what I could do is now I have a higher chance to move her and either freeze one of those or freeze the spear. The spear isn't particularly threatening right now, so I think I'm going to freeze the closer Awakener. So that, and then the one further away won't have quite as good of a AoE that they can land. I'm gonna go, actually, you know what, this is fine, yeah. Let's try to freeze, oh man, that's 90 on him though, whereas it's only 66% on her. I think freezing her is still the right choice. And it didn't work, okay. We do have a spell. I think I want to drop Mass Condemnation somewhere. You know what? No. Cancel that. Let's do Ice Coffin again. Freezing something, it costs less, and I think it's better. We'll just freeze the Spear. It's a higher chance on him. That just takes him out of consideration for a turn. All that regen makes me happy. Okay, they got their Sunder off. Their double Sunder. I was trying to avoid that, but just can't punch through them fast enough. Okay, now skirmishers are getting past my lines, causing problems in the back. Hang in there, Berserkers. You've got this. They've got Intimidating Aura up, and I need to kind of get them off of me. Fortunately, I've got my own morale boosting stuff, so it's not really... I think we're kind of balancing out a little bit here. Okay, we can finally take out these annoying units in the back. You can go there and flank him, and I think that's what I want you to do. Bram can handle this stuff over here. Bram in the Ice Switch. Actually, she's got a better chance of... Okay, what I can do is use her to kill that one by herself. Holy crap, she kind of wrecked it. Bram can shoot the one in the back. Or he could spawn a spider right on top of it. Well, he can't spawn the spider right on top of it, but he could spawn a spider here, and then the spider could go harass it. Or it could harass... You know what? Actually, better idea. Whoops. I keep trying to press escape to exit targeting menus. Let's do this. Go put some pressure on him, force him to run away. Bram could summon a spider here. And then that spider can go bug that guy and be a nuisance. That forces him to take an attack of opportunity if he moves away. Now, as for everybody over here, it's a... thank goodness for temporary hit points. That's all I can say about this situation over here. Those guys are a big problem, and I need to deal with them. 48% chance to freeze. I think it might be time to drop a Mass Condemnation and lower their status resistance. So... I can do it here because it doesn't hurt my people. And we gotta start trying to freeze these dudes. Is that Key's ability? Okay, it's still on a cooldown. I used her. She's the only one who could freeze anything right now. Okay. Berserker's got a pretty good chance to sunder this guy's defense. I'm going to take it. These guys still can stun something. If I can manage it, I would like to stun one of those guys and then freeze the other. Okay, I want to move you down here. Oh, dang. The poison kind of gets in the way. I bet I could kill that guy. I don't need to stun him. I think I could just straight up kill him. The archers in particular could do a good job of it. If she moves here, I need a way to deal damage to that person. Like a meaningful amount of damage. I don't think I can. I think I've already used most of my options here. I've got this other archer that I forgot about, which would have been really nice to have up there right about now, but I had to be forgetful. Let's see. This guy can at least attack something now. Not that it really helps the situation much. Okay, I think I have to stick with the original plan of trying to freeze both of these guys. Just because I don't think I can finish this guy off on this turn. I'm going to use him to try to stun lock. Oh, wait, maybe he could do it. Yeah, he might be able to. Let's try this. I got the stunned. Okay, good. It doesn't actually matter now if I kill him or not this turn, but it would still be nice if I could. And then she can move to this spot, which is kind of where I wanted her anyway. Because she can hit more things from there, and I can try to land the freeze on this guy. Okay, good. Those were two important lockdowns. Now I can back her off, and she can use her range attack. Same with this guy. So what I'm going to do is target... Since they're both stuck on this turn, I think I might be better off targeting these guys and trying to help... No, I want to kill these guys. Please. How much damage would he do? Nah, he does enough. Alright, fine. We'll kill this guy. Did I graze that? Okay, I was going to have you leave your shield up, but I really want him dead, so please finish him off. Okay, and then I can back her up and him up. And we can try to poison one of these guys and just damage the other one. He resisted the poison, but at least I got a crit. Alright, I can cancel retaliation on somebody. This guy is going to have Berserk mode triggered on the next turn. I don't think there's anything that I can do. Yeah, it's just those two left that can move right now, so... I may as well hit that one. Sunder his defense. And we're going to leave him in shield mode. Okay. That looks good. I don't think they can kill anyone on this turn, but they can definitely trigger that guy's Berserk. So they will be able to kill him on the next turn. Please don't buff and heal your units. I don't like that. Okay, those units over there are basically on the run. They're just cut off from everybody, which is good. Oh, they went after the shield guys. Okay. I'm fine with that. Well, maybe I'm fine with that. I don't know why they just took an attack of opportunity like that. Alright. My turn yet? Make it my turn, please. I want to go. Okay. I can... Ooh, what's this? Drenching phase. I think I'd rather just go... I keep doing that. Trying to press escape to go back. Alright, honestly, these guys out here, I'm just gonna punch a bunch with this guy, and eventually they'll die. Oh hey, that was a very nice crit. Alright, I want to get those spears out of the way. And we need to kill Inquisitors on this turn. To stop that morale drain that they're inflicting. I'm going to take the shots that are more likely to land. Oh good, my these guys' healing is back. Let's use that. Right there. Yes, please. More regen. Which is good, because he's triggered his Berserk already. Alright, I think I can punch through the rest of this stuff. Bram can actually just do some good old-fashioned fighting here. I'll just have him use his regular attack, I think. Can do a lot of damage to that guy. I'll take that shot, I think. Unless, actually, Bram could finish off that Inquisitor. I think that's worth it. Yeah, get rid of him. No. I want to finish as many of these guys off as I can. We want this battle to hurt. I'm hoping I can kind of scare this guy off somewhat. All right. Dang. Miss. All right, well, at least they're retreating, so now I can basically just go nuts. And this is where I probably want to try to freeze this guy. But I want to also move as far away from him as I can so I can maybe chase down and freeze somebody else. So let's do this. Okay, that way Ice Guy can go punch him to death. Although Ice Guy might disappear on the next turn. I guess we'll find out. He's going to try to run, and I don't want him to, but if I hit him with anything, I want it to be something fairly weak. You know, actually, you'll work. Figure I'd land one of those. Okay, then let's move you around and hit this person from the back. Ouch. A few of these guys might make it out of here. We'll see. Oh, the Inquisitor is still... Oh, I could have just killed that guy with the Inquisitor. That would have been better. Didn't realize he could still move. Let's try to freeze that guy, and then he'll get in the way of his buddy. I think. Actually, I think the Berserker could chase him down. If he goes this way, Bram and the Spider will be able to chase him down. I'm going to freeze... I don't think I need to freeze anyone. I don't think I need to use mana here. If I feel like I need to later, I will, but right now I don't think I need to. We'll just end the turn. Pretty sure those guys are both dead. Yep, there goes the Ice Elemental. Okay, he can't quite reach them, but we'll send him as far as we can. And I'm going to have the Spider go after that guy. Oh, there's a nice crit. All right. Bram can shoot him. She is blind or something? What is going on with her accuracy? Why is that unit so hard to hit? Oh, it's the bush they're in. Can I do something about that? I think this guy could. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of that. And she is more likely to hit, although not by a lot. Move here. Still grazing. I really need you to actually hit that target. Alright, might need to try to freeze that, this guy running away up here. Let's do this. 53%. Can we land it? We got it. Okay, you're not getting away. Yeah, Bram can finish that guy off. Alright, we got this now. Nobody gets away from this one alive. Let me just end the turn. Spider disappears, but doesn't matter. You're now surrounded by berserkers that are 90% kept alive through temporary hit points. Okay, that was good. Nobody died. I'm not happy with how my formation is at the end here. I gotta get this fury. Oh wait, where'd this fury come from? Oh, okay. I got another fury out of that. That's good. I guess I'll add her to this army. Yeah. Okay, excellent. So now I have to think about everything else that I need to do. And we're just going to hope that situation with Bram works out. We are blocking the cave entrance thanks to, I think it was Mord 500 for that. That was a good call, I think. Hopefully that is able to block anything substantial from coming my way. Or at least force units into 1v1 fights. Man, if I'd have thought about it, I'd have probably put this guy on that stack, just so they could have extra healing if there were back-to-back battles. But that's okay. I think we're gonna be all right. Maybe. That's the best guarantee I can give, is a great big old maybe. I am acutely aware of the fact that Bram needs reinforcements, so we're going to start sending the new units coming out of my city in that direction. Speaking of my city, we need to talk about Frost Citadel and what I need to do. So I did a lot of studying of the map before I started recording today, and basically I have a plan for a district setup in Frost Citadel. The biggest problem with Frost Citadel right now is that it's taking forever to grow. I need faster population growth because my city is stalling out, and that's not good. I need to keep pace with everyone else's economy. So my plan is I need the estate hall. To get the estate hall, I want to boost it by building 3 foresters. One of those foresters needs to be a ritual pyre, which is something that I'm going to need anyway, or the forest of stakes, which is something that I'm going to want anyway. I want the forest of stakes to be adjacent to other foresters because it gets bonus draft for that reason. And the foresters, way I want to set them up. So another thing is the tithe collector, and I guess hopefully this is going to be a really scatterbrained explanation for setup. But the tithe collector is something I wanted to build later that gets bonuses from adjacent farms and foresters. This is a perfect spot for a tithe collector if I put a farm here and change this rune carver camp to a forester, which I'm actually going to do now. We're going to move that rune carver camp when it's done over to probably here, and then I'm going to change this conduit into a quarry and build another quarry here. That way the rune carver camp's still getting the double quarry adjacency bonus. When that's done, I can get rid of this quarry and turn it into a mine as well as this tile. And then I'll have 3 farms here, I'll have 3 quarries over here, I'll have 3 foresters here, I'll have an excellent tithe collector here, I'll have still just as good of a rune carver camp here, and then I'll just have 2 mines over here generating more gold and more mana because mines give me mana. On that note, I'm going to actually change this conduit to a quarry now, and I'm going to change this quarry to a mine right now. Because I'll actually get more mana out of that because I'm getting mana from the mines. And so hopefully that kind of makes sense. It'll maybe make more sense in a few turns once this all kind of comes together. Once the bathhouse is done, I'm going to work on changing this forester to the ritual pyre, probably. Actually, I might not really need to do that. I could just leave it as a forester right now and come back to the ritual pyre later. Draft isn't super important. So maybe what I'll do instead is buy this tile to put the farm there, which I could do now. Just spend the Imperium, buy a farm, and then start turning this farm into a mine now? That would help with mana. It will put my city into the -10 territory. And it's neutral right now. I'm going to wait one turn to do that. We'll finish the bathhouse, and then I'll do that on the next turn. And then, yeah, once this is a forester, I can build the boosted estate hall. And then once that's done, I can build the farmers guild. And that's going to really help out a lot in terms of overall city growth. Because I'm stalling out right now, and I don't want to stall out. Because that's bad. Okay, so that is kind of sorted. We're going to send these guys Bram's way. Because Bram is really struggling. This outpost here needs palisade walls. We're going to build that first. I don't have a way of clearing this mine yet, so I don't really care about building the work camp there at this time. We just need palisade walls. And I want to move these guys up here so they're technically in range of that berserker. Actually, no, nobody's going to attack me here. We're fine. Everything's fine. Okay, as for this group, Jormeg's group, I can do one of two things. I can charge at purple, or I can back off and heal in my own territory and potentially clear these haste berries that I noticed up here. Also, at some point, I need to get a group back here to those contenders' ruins and clear those. They're not really important right now because there's other territory I want to pick up first anyway, possibly including the haste berries, which do give +20 draft. Their other benefit doesn't really help me, but I don't know as far as Jormeg goes. That's a tough call. Because the reason I want to charge is I have done so much damage to purple recently. But my concern is that by the time they get down here, this city is now purple city, and they seem to be wanting to send golems up in my direction. And I don't really have anything aside from these units to deal with that. If it's just those units, I'm fine. But if there's any more than that, Jormeg's army is going to be needed. But I think for the time being, since I heal faster in enemy territory, and since I've done so much damage to purple recently, I want to take the more aggressive position and see if I can maybe try to siege Ductus. The problem is that Ductus has 80 freaking defenses. That is a lot of damage to punch through. But Ductus is also an absolutely enormous city. I think these are all... No, they must have another city up here. There's no way Ductus reaches that far. There's got to be another city, like right here. Yeah, there is. That's definitely two separate cities. Ductus is still a big city, though, with a lot of stretching territory that's giving them a lot of benefits. I think I want to break it. And break it I shall. At least attempt to do. So we do heal a little faster in enemy territory, so I can try to take advantage of that. Alright, let's move everyone forward. We're going to advance. A barbarian doesn't win games by sitting back and playing defense, generally speaking. Okay, so they've got nothing scary, really. Like, that's not bad at all. So we just need to close that distance and lay siege. I'm gonna have these guys all end their turn. We're gonna get the Frost Witch down here. Outpost is founded. That's great. We're gonna update. We're upgrading those walls. Bram leveled up again. That is good news. Let's keep buffing his fighting capabilities. Oh, he also got his next hero level upgrade, like the big signature skill upgrade. Let's pick that first. Warding Bond, I don't want that one. I don't want Assassinate. Blink can be pretty handy. I like Blink, but think there's better things. Let's see, what's Dark Rituals? Enemies in a 1 hex radius, sustain damage, and then all corpses turn into decaying zombie units. I don't think I'd use that a lot. This one is handy. Friendly units in a 1 hex radius gain rally, bolstered defense, and bolstered resistance. But I kind of wanted Bram to be more of a fighter. I think I really do like Blink. Teleport to target hex and grants it 40 evasion for 1 turn with a cooldown of 2. I think since Bram's kind of a little bit more of a fighter than an army leader, I'm probably leaning towards Blink. I think it's one of those leaves 1 action things, but I think combined with... I think it's a good choice when you consider combining it with the Cloud in a Bottle thing, and the follow-up breath attack that can be used to potentially freeze units, because the Cloud in a Bottle can scatter things somewhat randomly, but then I could use Blink to set up... Yeah, that's a good choice. I could use Blink to set up a good Frost Evocation follow-up to the Cloud in a Bottle. I think that's a good fit for Bram. Okay. Now, back to this. Lightning Evoker, that's damage to target enemy unit and 2 others within 3 hexes. Okay, kind of a chain lightning type of thing. You get a more base magic attacks have a 60% chance of inflicting blind. I like that. I like that a lot. We could also just get him more health. You know what? Actually, I would like to start going down base melee and physical range attacks, so that doesn't help me. Sundering Strikes doesn't help me. I think I want to start going down this tree and maybe getting some of those army buffs for Bram. Restore is a nice one. It can remove negative status effects. That could come in handy, so I'm going to grab that. And we're going to start trying to unlock some of these, some of this stuff down here, like defensive training and strength training in particular, and endurance training. Any of those army training skills. Breach is made in the city of Searspire. I know, can't do anything about it. I'm not going to have Bram's army try to fight that right now. I'm really hoping and praying they don't attack me. Speaking of which, we're about to find out because it's the end of the turn, so let's see what the damages are, the results of my poor decision making. Yellow technically could reach me on this turn. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. Here we go. Oh boy. Alright, well fortunately yellow's got a mix of tier 1s in here. They don't have the best units. That Tyrant Knight is scary. I'm not making it out of this without losing some units. Fortunately, they kind of split up in a stupid way. So it's actually not 3 full stacks. I thought I was going to be fighting 3 full stacks here. We're definitely going to need the manual combat for this. Oh, we're fighting in the cave. Which is a little strange since the attack was launched from Overworld, but it pulled everyone down into an underground biome. Alright, well, basically, same strategy. Group everybody up, mass heal, and hope for the best. Honestly, like, all credit really does go to these war shamans for keeping this campaign alive as long as it has been. I'm going to just settle for these 5 for now. Get you here, because I don't think I can move him here. How far can this person move? That's what I need to know. If you could move there. Okay, I actually could get 6 units in on this. As long as you can reach there. Yeah, you can. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. Move you here. Move Bram in the back. Move this guy. So I don't think she can quite get in on this, but that's okay. Move this guy here. Move this guy here. Yeah, and settle for those 5. Because I want to trigger... I want to get this off early. so that its regen, or so its cooldown time resets faster, and units have more time to heal before the big fighting begins. Also, this time, let's bring the archer in from the beginning. That would be good. Good gosh, Bram's army is just struggling for survival, but somehow hanging in there. I'm really impressed with this group, and I really want them to make it back alive because they have more than shown their utility. Alright. I think I'm going to try to force them into this area. Actually, maybe they're very spread out because this guy is by himself. You know what? I actually am going to go for this group down here, I think. But the two big groups are very spread out. I would like to try to take advantage of that if I can. Yeah, let's move everybody as far in this direction as possible. I know I just moved some. Well, they could just run over this way. That's fine. Alright, that's the end of this turn. Please charge me, that group. I need you guys to charge forward. Okay, the group up top is the one charging now. But I could always just charge them. What have we got down here? Astral Keeper. They can do something annoying, can't they? Astral Blessing. Static, giving static charge to friendly units. They're not the one that has a pull, are they? I don't think they are. They do heal units, adjacent units when they die, okay, but they're not the one that has the pull. It's a different one of those astral units. It's all melee down here. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this group. I'm gonna do what I did last time with Bram and try to freeze them, but they're so far away from everybody else that I think that I could actually do a lot more damage to them than I did to the last group. I do need to make sure that I don't let them attack any of my soft units. Keep the range units back. Bram can move up a little further. I could use you here, providing your shield buff to everybody just in case. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of set up a line here. And then I think I can pin those guys if I'm aggressively move in that direction. Okay. We'll move you a little bit further. Are you a... Oh, you're a visitor, okay. My odds of hurting him probably aren't that good. My odds of freezing him probably aren't that good. I can actually check it using the spell. 48%. I'm just gonna not worry about him for the moment, and I'm gonna move her a little further, just to get her further away from that up there. Where's the Tyrant Knight? He's in the back there, okay. Yeah, we don't want him charging in and hurting anybody. Alright, we're kind of getting surrounded, but if I'm aggressive, if I push aggressively in this direction, I think we could be okay. And thanks to... What in the world is that? Okay. What kind of buffs are they getting? Shield wall and warding. Okay. What we need to do is drop mass condemnation in the middle of this group. That will lower their status resistance and allow Bram's follow-up attacks to be more likely to freeze. We're going to condemn all of them. Bram's going to do his Tide Spirit thing. Or not Tide Spirit, Cloud in a Bottle thing. I could probably adjust this slightly and get more units in it, maybe? I don't want to use up too much of his movement, but he does have blink. From here, if I move... I kind of need him to move a little bit. One more space this direction, I think. Yeah, there we go. Now I can get everybody in it. Okay, that pushes them back. I think this is fine. If I move up one more, I get the freezes on basically all the important stuff. So I don't really need to blink on this turn. Oh, crap. Maybe I will, because now I don't have... Well, I could probably freeze that guy with an evoker. Yeah, I'll be... Or with a white witch. I keep calling them evokers. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm sorry. I just don't know what stuff is called. Okay, I've slowed the knight, so he at least will have to work harder to get to wherever he wants to go. But Bram is still in potential danger here. I'm going to focus first on killing the on freezing the spears, though. I think that's more important, especially considering that if I freeze them, I could charge a berserker in and do more meaningful damage to them. So we're gonna do that. 90% freeze chance I will take. Berserker goes here. Takes a big chunk out of him. This Berserker follows up. We're just rushing this army on this side. We'll take one army at a time. They had a bad unit formation. Gotta take advantage of that if you can. Okay, can I try to get the guy in the back? I can if I have her end her turn here, which is not really where I want her to end her turn. Alright, these guys aren't going to be in the best spot, but they will be... They'll be in a good spot. I just wanted them to be able to shoot more stuff on this turn. But on the next turn, they'll be in a pretty good position, I think. Let's see, I could move you here. White Witch here. Oh yeah, I know what I'm going to do. This is a little bit of a risk to the White Witch, because if this doesn't work out, the Knight could come crashing into her, but I can at least give her some bonus defense. So I'm going to try to freeze the Tyrant Knight. It's only a 32% chance. He resisted it. Okay, she's going to take a nasty hit on the next turn, which means I need to move this guy up and defend. And move these guys up, and they don't really need to defend, but I do want them to try to poison something. Probably the shield guy. I don't know, maybe I can kill them, and I could also maybe get another shot at that Tyrant Knight. May as well, since this guy can't really hit anybody else on this turn. It's a 32% chance. Or I could just kill really any other unit that I want to. But honestly, just dealing damage to that knight is still worth it. Okay, I'm gonna move you up here. We'll zap that guy. That was unfortunately just a graze. Not confident enough in this guy's arrow shot. So I'm going to not shoot him with the arrow. Instead, what I'm going to do is try to poison him with this guy, and then I think the poison may finish him off on the next turn. That way I don't have to use a unit to actually do damage. Yeah, that's only a 10% chance to hit. We're just not even going to take the risk of hitting a friendly. Not even on a 30. Okay, do that. Alright, what does the knight do? If I were the knight, I'd probably, and this looked like a hopeless battle anyway, I'd probably try to take out the White Witch, but we'll see. Okay, that was nice of him to move away from most of the friendlies. So now I don't have to worry about... Oh, he went for the Berserker instead of the White Witch. That's a little bit of a surprise. I kind of thought he'd go for the Glacier unit. Okay, the guy with the Spearman did die from poison. So that's good. Now I want to get that knight out of the picture. Although now that he's like up right next to me, he's honestly not as big of a threat. But he's still a big enough threat that I think I want to just deal with him. So, probably hit him with just about everything I have. I could sunder his defense. I could... The problem is he's in kind of an annoying spot. And I do want to keep running units away from this stuff because they're closing in on me fast. I need to kill things quickly and then move in to take their position, their former position. But that knight is kind of in a troublesome spot. If I could freeze him, that would be wonderful. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I'm going to try to get lucky, I think. If I hit him with enough freezes, I'm hoping one of them will land. Let's try doing it with the White Witches first. Got it. Okay, good. A good freeze. That gives me a lot more flexibility. The other one I would like to freeze is this guy, to give Bram free movement out of here, even though he could technically teleport, but he would only have one action left after that. What I want to do is clear one of these two tiles and have Bram summon something, probably where Shield Guy is standing. I need to get Shield Guy out of the picture, basically. And I can now that that guy's frozen, because she can do a lot of damage. Archers can finish off, I think. Actually, these guys could, which I'm fine with. Then I use you to summon an elemental right here. Oops, that was a spider. You know what? It's okay. We're gonna just move these guys up, and the spider can help kill them. Ooh, the spider could do a lot of damage to those guys. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use this opportunity to lay down a ton of damage on that Tyrant Knight. I think I might be able to kill him. Only problem is part of what I wanted to do was get the Inquisitors up to start hitting the Tyrant Knight, and they can't really reach him. So I have to rely on other units. I can. It'll probably be fine, but she's going to get rushed on the next turn by enemies on the other side, which is something I was hoping to avoid. Let's get, you know what, let's do this. I'm not super worried about, well, okay, I'm a little worried about that Inquisitor if I'm being honest, but I think this is still a good decision. What I'm going to do is try to get the Berserkers to do most of the damage to these guys over here. The shield guy has a chance to stun something if I really need him to, but I think I'm going to save that for the next turn. I would like to try to freeze that Inquisitor, because if I can freeze him, that puts me in a much better spot. We're going to take the 50-50 on that. Okay, I got it. That makes this much, much easier. Okay, we're going to leave. We're going to move this guy here. Okay, land a crit. That is a very useful crit, because that allowed me to kill in one hit rather than two. I can then go hit... See, I could hit Berserker guy, or I could hit him with the shield. I more or less just need her to get away from this stuff. I've got multiple ways of killing this guy, so I would like to take a chunk out of him with the Berserker. But only if I can kill this guy with other units. I think I can. Yeah, I should be able to. If I move him here and then hit like that, I sunder his defense. This moves her out of range of the enemies that are behind her, allowing her to finish that guy off. That's a big hit to everyone's morale. And then this guy can move up and hit this thing in the back, sundering its defense. And then I'm going to need melee down here, and the Inquisitor will be perfect for that. So, although I think I'm going to actually use this Inquisitor to go after That one. Probably. Why is their odds of hitting that so high? I'm not complaining, but dang. I mean, 50% from way over here might be worth taking the shot. Especially if the Inquisitor can finish it off. Let's do this. This is going to leave some archers a little vulnerable, but I'm okay with that. Ooh, I might be able to finish that guy off. Okay, if they can land all their shots... did they just get a crit? I wasn't expecting that to kill. Oh, wait, that was dumb, because that just blocked the Inquisitor off. Oh, well, this guy's frozen anyway. He can't do anything. I'm going to move him out. Move this guy in the center of everybody. So he's giving that shield buff. And then move this Inquisitor kind of more aggressively up front, I think. So we need melee over there. Okay, you use your shield. And we're at the end of the turn. Okay, forgot they had the Awakener back there. That sucks. They had a miss there. Archer's not looking so good. They are fumbling a bit, though. I think we can probably trigger a morale break here. I think I can probably trigger a morale break here. We just gotta kill some more stuff. And I think these guys, yes, their healing is back. So we're gonna do what I did last time. And try to get as much mileage out of that as I can. I'm gonna move her here and take advantage of that healing. In fact, I'm gonna move her here. I would like to move him out of harm's way, but that's not really an option right now, unless I can freeze stuff, which is possible. For the moment, let's move her here, because she can try to freeze something. It's actually probably not a bad decision. Let's take that 73%. And I'm just going to have him fight. I'm not going to bolster him or anything. I do need to... Okay, those archers, I already know what they're going to do, so let's get that done. The spider... yeah, I can have him just go fight at that guy. You guys, I want to come back over here. Actually, you I would like to get healed up. Yeah, that one is the one I'll move down here. And then I can trigger the big AoE heals on this group, which could really use it right now. And then we gotta get this guy off of me, which I could try a lucky freeze. Or I could condemn both of those spears. I'm gonna do that. That will up the chances. Rather than doing two at 66% chance, I'll take one at 90. Okay, that works. Freezes him, leaving my Inquisitor free to basically hit whatever he wants. I'm gonna have him hit this guy because he's threatening more archers. And then this guy can go freely hit that one. Although I think I might actually have them go after the Inquisitor up there that I never actually properly finished off. We're gonna try to land a 48% stun on him. Okay, we got it. Getting a little lucky with that stuff, but I'm not gonna complain about it. We'll just be thankful for it. Alright, I want to get this guy off of me. He's gonna kill that archer if I don't do something about him. But he is condemned, although I don't think I have anyone that can freeze him at the moment. No, I don't. So the best I can do is to try to... Well, I could try to seduce him. 60% mind control on him. Oh, man. But he is distracted. Oh yeah, I did get the stun on him at least. Okay. So what are my options here? Who's left? I want to whittle this one down. I want his defense. Or I want his attack power to be lowered. So that he doesn't kill the archers. You guys should probably defend. Yeah, go ahead. I'll have him go attack from this tile. Just do as much damage as I can, and then I think I have to end the turn. They won't kill him, but other follow-up units probably can. But if we lose an archer, I think that's just a new one. Yeah, that's a rookie. Not the end of the world. I'll probably get another one after this battle. Or at least I might. Okay, well that archer looks like he's gonna be fine. Although no, I don't want the Inquisitor to die. That's bad. Oh, I triggered the rout though. Oh, the Inquisitor barely scrapes by again. Wait, did I trigger a rout on everybody? No, not on everybody. Just a few people. Holy crap, that guy is on his last legs. Alright, if I kill just a few more, I definitely trigger the rout. I may as well kill the ones that are already running. Like, that guy's about to get away, so I am going to chase him down. You know what? Actually, a better idea. I don't think I need to move to undo that. I bet the archers... No, they don't have a very good chance to hit. Okay. We're going to take the safer approach here and hit this guy with both the archers and the spiders. I'm going to move them here, though. That way they can assist with other stuff. Okay, so the spider, the enemies, there we go. Got it. That's what I wanted. Okay. You can move there. And now it's just a matter of locking everybody down and killing all the important stuff. Chief among them, that Inquisitor, he needs to go. So let's make sure that he meets a swift and inglorious end. I'm gonna I need to get that guy kind of out of the way. And he's very close to being dead anyway. He's also one of the few units that I can hit with this Berserker, so... Actually, I'm gonna have the Berserker go after this guy. She can stand here. And, oh, wait, no, I guess not. Let's have her... I was kind of hoping I'd get lucky with a crit there, but that's okay. We can use this guy to finish him off. There we go. I can freeze something. It's a question of what do I want to freeze. Bram's Frost Evocation will be back soon. I could maybe get another group freeze if things are arranged correctly, but it's kind of hard to tell what way they're going to scatter. I think I need to try to freeze that Inquisitor. Most of this other stuff I can just, like, back off and shoot. That poor guy's damage output is just awful. We need to be very careful around this guy, because I don't want to shoot something with an archer and have it miss and kill the Inquisitor. That would be bad. So only magic units here. And not you, because you have a freeze. So I'm going to try to... From here is 25%. Let's do this. I move you here and you here. No, you're still only 25. Could you just land something? There we go. Okay, now I think I want you to freeze him. I'm going to have pretty much everybody go after that Inquisitor. Okay, good. I managed to freeze him for one more turn. So with him being frozen, that frees me up to maybe go after some other stuff. Again, we're not taking that shot. It's way too risky. I will take this one. Yeah, that's fine, because even if I miss, it's not risking killing any of my units. Okay, let's get Bram over here so he can start doing laying down some harm on things. Can I, how much more do I have? Could I, that's a 66% chance to freeze. You know what, I'll use this here. And then he's slowed. But Bram could just finish him off now, which what I think I'm gonna do. Some of these mages might get away. I would like to keep that Awakener from getting away. I forgot they were back there. I'm gonna try to chase them down with the Berserkers. And actually also with the Warriors. We'll leave that Inquisitor for the rest. Alright, spiders should disappear on this turn. Alright. I'm not too worried about these guys down here. We'll get them if we can, but the primary two that need to go are the Awakener and the Inquisitor. The Awakener, they should be able to get... They can't escape on this turn. And I think... between these two units, she should be dead before she can get out. The Inquisitor is a little bit more of a potential issue, although I think I can get him. I also do have a freeze. I would like to use it on one of these units down here. If I can, probably the Daylight Spear, but it's not urgent. And I do have a stun that I could drop on somebody. But we need to try to deal with the Inquisitor. Now, the reason the Inquisitor is so dang hard to hit is because he's standing on the freaking bush, so we're going to get rid of that. Get rid of the bush, and then now he is much easier for everyone to target. Actually, I think Ooh, I have an idea. Oh, this could be fun. If we put Bram down here, teleport here, and then use the cloud in a bottle, I push all that stuff back towards me. Oh, this is too fun to pass up. And it makes, it makes them wet too, so now it's more likely for me to be able to freeze them. That's great. This guy is toast. We're gonna do that, and... Okay. Think about what I want to do here. I don't want to use her because I think I can keep everything from running in this fight. So we're going to see if we can just get that 65. There we go. We got it. Okay. I should be able to freeze those two down here, and she can't get away. So I think I can kill everything in this fight. Move you down here. We'll land the freeze. That's a 73% chance. Got it. Okay. And then you can't freeze. You have a stun, though, and you do have a freeze. So let's do this. Okay, that slowed them. That's still pretty much just as good as freezing in this circumstance. Although I am still going to try... Could this be used? This can't be used if I'm in an enemy zone of control, so... Although, does it count if I'm on this flank? No, I can still use it if I'm back here. Let's try to get a stun. No stun. But he is slow. Should be able to keep him from getting away. Although we're not going to use the archers in this situation, again, because if I miss and hit that guy, I will feel really, really dumb. Nope, we're just going to deal damage. Maybe. And just move other units down here as general backup. Okay. Yep, you're not allowed to shoot. What about you? You can come down here, I guess. And then Bram, oh yeah, you still have your attack technically. I don't want to use it now. Although I guess I could do this. Okay, there we go. We got the freeze. They're dead. Yeah, we don't want the archers to attack. Is there anyone else I missed? Nope, that was it. The only person who can move is this unit, and they can't reach the edge of the map in time. All right. Now it's just a matter of finishing them off. Oh, those crits are nice. I'll take that. You can just do your thing. Bram can finish that one. No, he can't quite finish it, but he can get close. We'll get him. All right, come back. I'm not done yet. Oof, all right. That's another army down. Are you gonna send in that other group of 6, or are you gonna let me go? How many of your units do I need to kill before you decide it's not worth it? Oh man, it is officially my turn. I am officially somewhere where I think Bram's army can retreat. Holy crap. Alright, let's take a quick look here. It looks like Purple's reinforcing their city. Again, not really good units, although I'm sure more are on the way. But they have taken this advantage to try to run in and cause trouble. So I'm probably going to have to go back and deal with that, because they do have a hero who can siege stuff. So that's annoying, but it's maybe to be expected. I can move some units down to try to deal with that, but I don't have very good units. So I think best option is probably going to be to position them in the outpost, just to where they're kind of safe. And then they can sort of reinforce Bram's army when Bram's army gets back. I'm very thankful these guys didn't run out after me. I think they probably could have, but they didn't. And I need to, you know, capitalize on that. But I did get another unit out of this. I'm getting a lot of... oh, wait, no, that was already my archer, so I didn't get another one. New Empire development skill available. You know what? We'll go through all that on the next episode. I think that's enough action for me for one day. That was... Getting Bram out of here was just terrifying. But it was good advice from you guys. A combination of a few different things, of remembering to cast Blizzard and standing on the cave entrance. I think it worked out just fine. We even actually took out a little more than I expected that I might need to fight. I'm just very glad that they weren't able to get another full stack of 6 in, because that could have been a very different battle if they did. I would have probably lost a few guys. But I think this is a good spot to wrap things up. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that episode. This has been a very, very fun game for me. I had some feedback from people saying that this one has been much more of it seems like it's been much more of a balanced, challenging game, not really a steamroll. And I agree. I'm having a lot of fun because this one is keeping me on my toes, even all these many turns into the game. It's turn 64 now. In Age of Wonders 3, I would normally feel like I kind of had it in the bag by now, but I still feel like this one could go either way. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it, everybody. And I look forward to seeing you all again in the next episode. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Brayden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Roderick, Sarah Feingold, and Tibian Army. Thanks so much, everybody.